Good morning and welcome to another episode of Grassroots Vegan. I'm David Kelly, and I don't have anything in particular to talk about this morning, but I just feel like posting a video. This is my breakfast. Cantaloupes. Don't they look yummy? And they are yummy. This cantaloupe is really sweet. This is a whole cantaloupe. And how do you know if a cantaloupe is ready to eat? Well, the best way to know, I find, is if it starts to smell. And when I woke up this morning, I had a cantaloupe sitting on my shelf. And I go, first of all, I noticed the odor, and I thought, oh, what is that? Where's the smell coming from? And, I thought maybe I had some compost in my garbage that was starting to smell. It's warm out, so and then I realized, oh yeah, I had the cantaloupe. I bought the cantaloupe yesterday, and it smells like it's ready to eat. And sure enough, it was just perfect for eating. This is really delicious and really sweet. Now, that looks like a lot of food, doesn't it? But it's probably not enough to meet my caloric needs. I actually brought up a nutritional facts chart here on a cantaloupe, and for 100 grams, you get 34 calories. And I don't know how many grams a whole cantaloupe is, like about that big. So I don't know, there might be a couple hundred, maybe 300 calories here. I'm not sure. I didn't weigh it. That would not be enough. I mean, for a good breakfast, you should have about 1,000 calories. So, but this is okay. This is a good starter. Very refreshing for a warm summer morning. The best way to eat cantaloupe is mono. Don't mix it with anything else. I'm not sure why that is, but it seems to be the rule of thumb for any kind of melon. Eat it on its own, whether it's watermelon or cantaloupe or honeydew, whatever kind of melon, you want to eat them mono. They just don't mix well with other foods. So let's look at some nutritional facts here. Does cantaloupe have any fat? It has 0.2 grams of fat, so hardly any at all. Cholesterol, 0. Sodium, 16 milligrams. Potassium, 267 milligrams. So that's a good ratio between the potassium and sodium. Dietary fiber, 0.9. Sugar, 8 grams. Now, this is per 100 grams. Protein, 0.8 grams. And in vitamins, we're looking at, it's a good source of vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin B6, and for minerals, magnesium. So that's what I'm getting in this bowl here this morning. Excuse me, I can't resist. I don't mean to be rude, but this really is tasty. So, if you've been following my videos, you will have noticed that I've been wearing the same shirt since, I think I've been wearing this since Monday. Yeah, today is Thursday. There was a time when I wasn't a vegan, I could not wear a shirt more than a day. It would stink. Under the arms would have body odor. And now, it's not like I don't have any other shirts to wear. It's just that I kind of feel like I can't just put that in the laundry now because it's still good. It doesn't have any odor. And, this morning I had a shower, didn't use any soap. I scrubbed myself a little bit with a warm towel. And I do use a deodorant. I don't even think I need to, but the deodorant I use is this product here. It's either La Fée or Lafes, Lafes. And all it is, it's water, mineral salts, and aloe vera. Now, I used to buy this product in solid form. It's like a crystal. But I found that if I dropped it in the sink, it would shatter a little bit, and then you'd have shards that, if you weren't careful, would literally cut into your underarms. So this, to me, when I saw that they came out with a liquid form of the same product, I bought it, and this is definitely the answer. Again, I don't even know if I really need it. It says, put 5 to 6 sprays under each arm. I only do like 2 to 3 sprays maximum. And I think there's days where I even forgot to put it on at all, and still I had no body odor. The nice thing about it, there's no crazy chemicals in here. There's no aluminum. Again, it's just water, mineral salts, and aloe vera. So if you feel the need to use some kind of deodorant, this is a great product to use. What else do I have to talk about? Well, I mean, doesn't that tell you something about the fruitarian diet? Eating predominantly fruits and vegetables. That if your poo doesn't stink, if you don't have body odor, there's something good about that, isn't it? I mean, to me, that just makes common sense. When you reek, I mean, I remember about a month ago, I went into a public bathroom to go to urinate, and I was almost vomiting because the guy in the stall there it was like he died. The smell was just so overwhelming, and I thought, this guy's sick. There's got to be something wrong with him. I mean, you can't have that kind of smell and be healthy. There's no way. Now, granted, I mean, you can be a vegan, and if you're eating a lot of cooked food and you're using a lot of spices, like garlic, for example, or you're using a lot of onions in your food, curry, you're going to get body odor from that, no question about it. But again, it's still not going to be to the extent of someone who's eating tons of meat and processed food and dairy and eggs and all that, all the standard American diet stuff. Yeah, there's something definitely wrong with that way of eating. But you eat cantaloupe? Oh, wow. This is so satisfying. I mean, it's hard, I guess, and there definitely was a time when it would have been hard for me to wrap this around my head, that you could get up in the morning and have a bowl of cantaloupe for breakfast and be satisfied with that. That you wouldn't need to go out and, I don't know, get your muffin and coffee or bacon and tomato sandwich or eat a big bowl of oatmeal or whatever, you'd have for breakfast. That straight fruit, a mono meal, could be satisfying in and of itself. So it's a beautiful summer's day. I got my car in the shop right now. I was actually planning on going away up north for a few days, checking into, I'm kind of looking around for a property to buy, and I don't know, I haven't found it yet. Something that would be, I don't know, I have this vision of owning this place where I could have a really nice vegetable garden, and it could be a place where I could have fruit luxe and maybe a place where I could use as a retreat for other people to enjoy. But I haven't found it yet. So, who knows? It's I just have this idea in my head. So, how do I start my mornings? Well, after I give thanks to God, to the divine creator, and say a little prayer and have a little time of reading the Bible and meditating, I then turn on the computer, check out. Well, what I check out is I first go into the stock futures to check out where it looks like the stock market might be going that day. Now, the stock futures are, those are futures contracts that are traded on stock indexes like the S&P 500, the Dow Jones Industrial, the NASDAQ, the TSX 100. And those are usually a good indicator as to how the market will behave that day when it opens up. Another thing I look at is commodities, gold, silver, oil, currencies, the bond market. And the commodities, the bond market, and the stock market, there's like an inverse relationship between the three of them. Because really what it is, it's about the flow of money. Like this morning I noticed that bond yields were up. So that what that means is it's a little bit confusing. You think, well, bond yields are up, everybody's buying bonds. No, it's actually everybody's selling out of bonds. The investors are selling out of bonds and they're putting their money elsewhere. Well, I looked at gold and it's down from its high of yesterday. So the money's not going into gold, it's not going into oil. So it tells me that commodities are not, it's not where the money's moving. And then I looked at the stock futures and I see there that they were quite positive. So it seems to be an indicator that money's moving into equities. And this has been going on for quite a while now. And then there's another thing I look at is overseas trading, like the Asian market, the European market, and then pre-market trading. And that's individual stocks that trade before the market opens up and see where they're going. And then from that point, I can decide whether to act, to make an investment, to sell something, or not to do anything at all. And I'm not a trader where I am every day in and out trading. I'm a value investor. And so I more or less try to choose sectors that are out of favor for whatever reason and find companies within that sector that are at a discount, that they're good companies, they're solid companies, but for whatever reason in that time period, they're just trading at a discount. And you buy them and then you hold on to them until their true value is realized. I know, why am I talking about investing in money? Because it's something that is not really talked about in the whole fruitarian lifestyle. It's like money's not an issue, and it is. And it's very important. And it's important that you have some kind of savings. It's important that you have a discipline towards money. It's important that you have a plan for the future. And I would recommend to anybody who has some money or is making good money to see, don't try to invest on your own. Get a really good advisor, a conservative advisor that can help you plan your future. That would take the time to look at your circumstances, what your needs are, what your debt and what you have in assets are. Do you have children? Do you have family members that depend on you? All of these come into play. And what do you want in the future? When do you want to retire? How do you want your retirement to look like? There's some YouTubers out there and that are doing quite well financially now. And I'm just wondering if they've done this in their life. Do you have a financial plan? And it's really crucial because you never know what can happen in life. And it's always good to have a cushion, have savings, have something there other than what you're just getting from, from your weekly earnings or monthly earnings. And now I guess I'm starting to rant on. I hope I'm not boring you about talking about money here, but it's something that a lot of people don't understand, and they live one paycheck to the next, and they just hope everything's going to be okay, and hopefully everything will be okay, but it is a very good idea to have a sound financial plan and an investment strategy. And the best way to do that is through qualified, experienced, conservative investment advisor. Again, I don't recommend trading on I do it myself, but I also have an investment advisor. I've also taken the Canadian Securities course and completed it, and I've studied a lot about it. But even then, I don't consider myself an expert at this by any means, and to do it on my own would be suicide. So yeah, anyways, I think that's pretty much what I have to rant about today. I'm going to get back to enjoying my breakfast here. Have a fantastic day and eat lots of fruit, lots of leafy green vegetables, and just go out and embrace life. Take care. Oh, I almost forgot. Leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my videos. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much.